All right, good morning. So we start this morning off with some meditation practice. Maybe starting with some moving towards practice. Finishing your coffee, getting a scarf, blanket, whatever you need, and allowing the mind and body to settle.
All right. So having done some settling over the last 15 minutes or so, maybe now we'll move toward the mountain meditation. This meditation is often done in a sitting position, either sitting on the floor or in a chair. Could also stand. And this is an embodied practice you'll see as we go, and a way of developing, inclining ourselves toward a certain attitude and meditation that might also support us in our day-to-day lives. So begin by sensing into the support you have from the floor or chair or cushion. Sensing into the actual sensations of contact. Finding a position of stability and poise. Upper body balanced over your hips and legs. Shoulders in a comfortable but alert posture. Hands on your lap or on your knees. Arms hanging by their own weight, like heavy curtains. Stable and relaxed. Actually sensing into your own body. Feeling your feet, legs, hips, lower and upper torso, hands and arms, shoulders, neck, and head. When you're ready, allowing your eyes to close, bringing awareness to breath, the actual physical sensations. Feeling each breath as it comes in and goes out. Letting the breath be just as it is, without trying to change or regulate it in any way. Allowing it to flow easily and naturally, with its own rhythm and pace.
knowing you're breathing perfectly well right now. Nothing for you to do. Allowing the body to be still and sitting with a sense of dignity, a sense of purpose, a sense of resolve, a sense of being complete, whole, in this very moment. With your posture reflecting this sense of wholeness. As you sit here, letting an image form in your mind's eye of the most magnificent or beautiful mountain you know or have seen or can imagine, letting it gradually come into greater focus. And even if it doesn't come as a visual image, allowing the sense of this mountain, feeling its overall shape, its lofty peak or peaks high in the sky, the large base rooted into the bedrock of the earth's crust, its steep or gently sloping sides, noticing how massive it is, how solid, how unmoving, how beautiful, whether from afar or up close. Perhaps your mountain has snow blanketing its top and trees reaching down to the base, or rugged granite sides. There may be streams and waterfalls cascading down the slopes. There may be one peak or a series of peaks, or with meadows and high lakes. Observing it, noting its qualities. And when you're ready, seeing if you can bring the mountain into your own body, sitting here, so that your body and the mountain in your mind's eye become one, so that as you sit here, you share in the massiveness and stillness and majesty of the mountain. You become the mountain. Grounded in the sitting posture, your head becomes the lofty peak, supported by the rest of the body, and affording a panoramic view. Your shoulders and arms, the sides of the mountain, your buttocks and legs, the solid base, rooted to your cushion or your chair, experiencing in your body a sense of uplift from deep within your pelvis and spine. With each breath, as you continue sitting, becoming a little more a breathing mountain, alive and vital, yet unwavering in your inner stillness, completely what you are, beyond words and thought, a centered, grounded, unmoving presence. As you sit here, becoming aware of the fact that as the sun moves across the sky, the light and shadows and colors are changing virtually moment by moment in the mountain stillness, and the surface teems with life and activity. Streams, melting snow, waterfalls, plants, and wildlife. As the mountain sits, seeing and feeling how night follows day, and day follows night. The bright warming sun, followed by the cool night sky, studded with stars, and the gradual dawning of a new day. Through it all, the mountain just sits, experiencing change in each moment, constantly changing, yet always just being itself. It remains still as the seasons flow into one another, and as the weather changes, moment by moment, and day by day. Calmness, abiding all change. In the summer, there is no snow on the mountain, except perhaps for the very peaks, or in crags shielded from direct sunlight. In the fall, the mountain may wear a coat of brilliant fire colors. In the winter, a blanket of snow and ice. In any season, it may find itself at times enshrouded in clouds or fog, or pelted by freezing rain. People may come to see the mountain and comment on how beautiful it is, or how it's not a good day to see the mountain, that it's too cloudy, or rainy, or foggy, or dark. None of this matters to the mountain. which remains at all times its essential self. Clouds may come, and clouds may go. Tourists may like it or not. The mountain's magnificence and beauty are not changed one bit by whether people see it or not. Seen or unseen, in sun or clouds, broiling or frigid, day or night, it just sits, being itself. At times, visited by violent storms, buffeted by snow and rain, and winds of unthinkable magnitude. Through it all, the mountain sits. Spring comes. Trees leaf out. Flowers bloom in the high meadows and slopes. Birds sing in the trees once again. Streams overflow with the waters of melting snow. Through it all, the mountain continues to sit, unmoved by the weather, by what happens on its surface. By the world of appearances, remaining its essential self. Through the seasons, the changing weather, the activity ebbing and flowing on its surface. In the same way, as we sit in meditation, we can learn to experience the mountain. We can embody the same central, unwavering stillness and groundedness in the face of everything that changes in our own lives. Over seconds, over hours, over years, in our lives and in our meditation practice, we experience constantly the changing nature of mind and body, and of the outer world. We have our own periods of light and darkness, activity and inactivity, our moments of color and our moments of drabness. It's true that we experience storms of varying intensity and violence in the outer world. And in our own minds and bodies, buffeted by high winds, by cold and rain. We endure periods of darkness and pain. as well as the moments of joy and uplift. Even our appearance changes constantly, experiencing a weather of its own. By becoming the mountain in our meditation practice, we can link up with its strength and stability and adopt them for our own. We can use its energies to support our energy, to encounter each moment with mindfulness and equanimity and clarity. It may help us to see that our thoughts and feelings, our preoccupations, our emotional storms and crises, even the things that happen to us, are very much like the weather on the mountain. We tend to take it all personally, but its strongest characteristic is impersonal. The weather of our own lives is not to be ignored or denied. It is to be encountered, honored, felt, and known for what it is, and held in awareness. And in holding it in this way, we can come to know a deeper silence and stillness and wisdom. Mountains have this to teach us, and much more, if we can let it in. So if you find you resonate in some way with the strength and stability of the mountain in your sitting, it may be helpful to use it from time to time in your meditation practice to remind you of what it means to sit mindfully, with resolve and with wakefulness, in true stillness. So in the time that remains, continuing to sustain the mountain meditation on your own, in silence, moment by moment. So we have about 12 minutes remaining until the next practice. So for now, maintaining this mountain meditation, resting your attention, maybe choosing an area of the body, resting your attention there. Yeah, so coming to the end of this period of silent sitting practice, and knowing that however it was for you right now is perfectly fine. This is how it was. And the efforts that you made is enough. You were working it in this way. We'll turn our attention, lastly, to this loving kindness practice. Now, loving kindness is sometimes translated as unconditional friendliness. Loving kindness is also spoken about as love and kindness, so if that's helpful for you. And so what we can do is we can sort of marry or bind our mindfulness practice with loving kindness. So not mindful just so that we're more calm and detached, less invested, but binding it with love so that together they can bring forward loving, wise, kind action and disposition throughout the day. It's not an imperative or a yes or no thing. It's a practice and a moving towards. So, however it is for you right now is okay. So, to practice loving kindness today, we'll use some phrases. So we'll call to mind different groups of people or different individuals and offering them our well wishes. So, finding a position that's comfortable for you, take any stretches or whatever you need. And then turning your attention, bringing to mind maybe someone that you know and love, someone you have a really easy sort of relationship. Could be like a pet or just someone you get along with easily and naturally. With this person in mind, then offering them, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you find and know your place in the way of things. And may you be free. Then maybe calling to mind someone more neutral, someone you know but you don't feel strongly about one way or another. Bringing that person to mind and offering them. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you find and know your place in the great family of things. And may you be free to be as you are. Then maybe bringing to mind yourself and offering yourself, may I be happy, may I be healthy, may I be safe, may I find and know my place in the great family of things, and may I be free. And then finally calling to mind maybe someone you have a more challenging relationship with. Not the most difficult person in your life, but someone in that category. Bringing them to mind and offering them. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you find and know your true place in the family of things. And may you be free. Having touched on and visited these 4 different categories of people, maybe returning your attention just to yourself for now and offering yourself considering this, resting in this. May my actions align with love. May I act and speak kindly. May I do what is right when it is right. And when I don't, may I begin again. So, this is bringing us to the end of our practice today. You're welcome to join me again tomorrow, 7 a.m. Eastern. Start the day off right, practicing meditation together. Hope to see you there. Be well and have a great day.